Welcome to UWE. For those that don't know me, I'm Dr. Chris Moore and I'm the Program Lead for the undergraduate degree in Biomedical Science. And this is going to be a relatively short run through of digital tips and tricks for new and returning students and maybe some staff, just to show you the basics of some of the platforms at UWE. So we're going to jump in, show you through some of the apps that UWE offers and give you some hints on how best to use them to make UWE work for you. So straight away, what we've got here, and I've started on my UWE. So what I did here is I have everything bookmarked. I strongly encourage students and staff to use Chrome as a browser. So we've got here Chrome up, and the reason that I suggest that you use this, and technically it works on Edge and Firefox as well, is the idea that you can log into your browser. So I have a Gmail account, which is a personal account I use for signing up to things and that sort of stuff. And if I use a Chrome browser, which is inherently Google, and I log into my Google account, I can then sync that browser and my bookmarks and my logins and my passwords across all my devices. Okay. Now, what this means in today's world where we don't remember a lot of our passwords and our logins because they're saved in our devices, that's great. But if you go to a UWE library computer and you need to log in, you'll need to know your university login and password because it will demand that of you as it's not your device. You may not experience the same problem with your mobile. So it's important that you know your password, and therefore, here's what you should do if you haven't done so already. Up here in the corner of my UWE is my username. That's what I would use to log into most university systems. You want to go up here to change your password as soon as possible if you're a new student and change it to something you can actually remember. There's nothing worse than needing to log into a system to submit a piece of work or to even access a computer and not know what your password is. Now, once you're in my UWE, and if you have, as you can see my little picture up there, that is me logged into my Google account and therefore logged into this browser. What this does is pulls all my bookmarks in to the top here. So I can access anything I need to do normally, my UWE email, Blackboard, OneDrive, the university website, and my UWE. This will appear on my tablets, my home desktop if I log into the browser, my phone, and my work computer that I'm on now. By doing that, you don't have to Google for things. You don't have to go around 7 different ways. I don't even normally go to Blackboard via this link because it's a bookmark there. And by logging into this device, I am already logged into all the university systems because it's a university computer. Bookmarking is really important for students. This is primarily because, and I have seen it countless times, students coming to see me and asking if they can plug in their laptop because it's on 1% battery power, because it's been turned on forever, because they can't afford to shut it down because they've got a million tabs open at the same time. If you learn to use bookmarks, you don't need to worry about that. You can just close it down, save the battery life of your tablet. So once you've got your bookmarks for everywhere, so once you've gone once, you never need to go in through the long way round again, these are the main sites you'll need. My UWE, which at the moment looks different for staff than students, is where you will surface things like links to Blackboard, your university calendar, which is effectively your timetable, your university email account, and also any marks that have gone through the student record system. Blackboard is where you will access your learning content. And when you log into Blackboard, you'll probably be met with your activity stream or possibly your front profile. I tend to prefer the My Program dashboard because it's an easy, quick check to jump into any modules that I've got. You'll also have that link from my UWE to your email, and this would be to my staff email. And so here is your university account, and really the browser version of Outlook can do most things you need to do. Now, once you are in here, you've got the waffle. Now, the waffle will appear no matter which Microsoft Office app you are using. UWE students and staff are given free access to Microsoft Office 365. This includes at least 1 terabyte of online cloud storage in your OneDrive, and it also includes 50 gigs of email storage. You should always, where possible, work within OneDrive when doing coursework and exams and notes and other work. This is because it is university provided and therefore we are protecting you and backing you up. If you lose data because you're emailing it around, putting it on hard drives, thumb drives, flash drives, memory sticks, whatever it might be, personal devices, Google accounts, if you lose coursework information because you're not using one of our more secure, protected platforms, there's only so much we can do to help you. We provide you with this digital storage space so that you are protected. You don't need to worry about remembering to save in OneDrive. It saves every keystroke. There is version control, all sorts of things. Now, once you're in the waffle, you can click on there and get access to a range of Microsoft apps. The main ones that a student will use will be Outlook, OneDrive, and then your normal Office applications such as Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Another important one is Microsoft Teams, and this is what you might use for communication, for some online classes, and possibly for some student community work. It's a nice, safe environment to work within. And I'm going to show you here OneDrive. So we're in My Files here, and I have multiple folders following the normal breadcrumb trail you may expect for online storage. And I have in here files and folders related to Induction Week. Now, the beauty of using OneDrive is that you can share live files. Imagine a situation where you want some feedback on a draft piece of work from your tutor, more than likely a final year project. You can email it to them as an actual attachment to an email, and they will then hopefully get to work on it sometime within the window that they have made to you for them to get back to you with their comments. In the meantime, though, you're not doing anything with that. You're probably worried that if you make a change, they'll suggest that you hadn't done it, or they wouldn't know that you'd made that change. Or you want to know what they think first before you do anything else, and that can cause stress and anxiety. But if you share it as a live file with them, they can work on the same file as you in real time. It's important to give edit access to the person that you're sharing it with, and it's important to share it only with those that you wish to see the work. But in this case, the person working on it doesn't need to worry about getting to the whole thing in one go, replying back to you and giving you a copy of the file. You will be able to see their little profile picture appear, and you'll know when they've accessed it, and you can see comments, and you can even resolve those comments, make the changes, and make comments yourself. It's a fantastic way of collaborating. And frankly, we need to be doing that more as staff as well. So let me show you quickly how we do that. So if I take this file here, it can be any file within. If I click on this file, I can then share it with anyone that I like. I can give it view-only access if it's something you want people to read through but not change. And I can edit access if I want someone to work on it. So I'm going to share this with my colleague Tim, because it's something that I want Tim to be able to input to. This could be a staff timetable, it could be a student piece of work. But if I click that, I can then send it directly via this button, or I can click on the copy link. You've also got a range of groups that you can use. Individual people, anybody with a university login, or public with anyone at all. And this is where learning how to appropriately share is really important. So that's a very early whistle-stop tour of some of the things that you can do with the services provided to you by UWE. There's shortcuts and tips within this and lots to explore, but just to start, that's my advice for how to start strong, find your way around the systems, and be safe and secure, and know that we've got your back when it comes to your digital agility. Take care.